All right, Game Week 20 is here. It's a new year, a fresh start, and it is time to get our FPL teams in order. So let's not waste any time. We're diving straight into the essential transfers you need to be making this week.
But first, we have to do it. Before we look ahead, let's have a quick look back at the players who just went absolutely ballistic in Game Week 19. These were the scores that sent managers flying up the ranks.
And we have to start with this man, Gabriel. After that little spell on the bench that had us all worried, he came storming back into Arsenal's starting lineup.
And what a comeback it was. A massive 15-point haul. We're talking a goal, a clean sheet, and all 3 bonus points. That is just a monstrous return for a defender.
And then there was the Lucas Paquetá show over at West Ham. What an absolute roller coaster of a game for him. He actually gave away a penalty, but he completely turned it around.
Yeah, he finished the game on 13 points after scoring a penalty of his own and grabbing an assist. For the tiny percentage of managers who owned him, wow, what a spectacular reward that was.
Okay, on to this week. We are building our Game Week 20 team from the back line forward. You got to start with a solid foundation, right? Your keeper and your defenders. Getting these picks right is absolutely crucial.
So for your goalkeeper this week, all the data is pointing to one man, Brighton's Bart Verbruggen. He's actually topping the projections for keepers with 4.0 points. And you might be asking, why him? Well, it's simple. Brighton is the best clean sheet odds of the week at 39%. And they're playing a Burnley attack that, let's be honest, has been pretty toothless.
And look who's back. We are going right back to the man of the hour, Gabriel. He's not just a one-week wonder, he is a must-buy. The guy is averaging an incredible 7.5 points per game. But here's the real juice. Arsenal's next opponents are so vulnerable to set pieces. And guess who the #1 aerial threat in the league is? Yup, it's a perfect storm.
Now, if you're looking for a defender that you can just put in your team and forget about for a while, it's got to be James Tarkowski. He is an absolute beast when it comes to defensive contributions. We're talking nearly 11 per game. But the crucial part, the real kicker, is Everton's schedule. They have the best run of fixtures of any team for the next 10 game weeks. He's a fantastic long-term lock.
But hey, maybe you're feeling a little bit risky. You want a higher potential reward this week? Let's talk about Lewis Hall. Get this, he actually has the highest points projection of any defender for Game Week 20 at 4.6. He's got a great fixture at home against Crystal Palace, and even though there was a little injury scare, he's expected to be fit. High risk, high reward.
Now, to afford all these amazing players, we all need what's called a budget enabler. It's pretty simple. It's just a cheap player, usually around 4 or 4.5 million, whose main job is to free up that precious cash so you can splash out on the big guns in midfield and up front. So here are some of the best defensive enablers right now. You've got Mickey van de Ven from Spurs at just 4.5 million, and he has a fantastic run of games coming up. Or you can go even cheaper. Look at Sunderland's Muki Ali or Alderete. They're statistically solid for their price, but most importantly, they give you that cash you need to upgrade elsewhere.
Speaking of which, let's move into the engine room, the midfield. This is where you find those consistent point scorers and those explosive week-winning hauls. It's time to power up that midfield for Game Week 20.
Okay, this is the big one. I know so many of you are wrestling with this decision, Anthony Gordon or Morgan Rogers. Let's put them head-to-head. Gordon's underlying data is just better, plain and simple. A 0.7 expected goal involvement, that's XGI, per start is massive, and he's on penalties. But then there's Rogers. This guy is a shot machine, with 10 goal involvements already and a great run of fixtures on the horizon. It is a classic FPL headache for sure. Of course, if you've got the money, the premium guys are still worth every penny. Bukayo Saka is just a cash cow, isn't he? Averaging 6.4 points per game, and his set-piece delivery is even more dangerous now with Gabriel in the box. And please don't sleep on Phil Foden. The points haven't been flowing lately, but his numbers are still strong, and City have 3 home games in their next 4. He could explode.
All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, replacing Mo Salah while he's away at the Africa Cup of Nations. The perfect replacement might just be his own teammate, Dominic Szoboszlai. This is key. He's expected to take on a lot more responsibility, including set pieces and maybe even penalties. For $7 million, he's a guaranteed starter and just a fantastic mid-price solution.
Okay, time to move up top and find that finishing touch. We are looking for forwards who have great fixtures and the stats to back it up. The guys who look like a massive score is just waiting to happen.
And my first pickup here is an incredible differential, Jared Bowen. The most important thing to see here is his ownership, just 7.4%. This guy is West Ham's main goal threat, and they are about to start an absolutely incredible run of fixtures.
The feeling among all the experts right now is pretty much unanimous. It's simple, it's direct, and it tells you everything you need to know. A haul is coming. You really want to be on this train before it leaves the station.
Now, if you want someone a little more reliable, a proven long-term option, it's Ollie Watkins. He is absolutely back to his best. 18 shots and 8 big chances created in just his last 6 games. And just look at that fixture list. Villa's upcoming home games are a potential goldmine for a striker like him.
And that brings us to the biggest decision of the week, doesn't it? The one choice that can either double your best player's score or leave you in absolute ruins. It's time to talk about who's getting that all-important captain's armband.
Okay, let's count them down. Here are the top 3 contenders, based on their projected points. Coming in at number 3, we have Ollie Watkins, projected for 5.4. Just sneaking ahead of him in second is Bukayo Saka at 5.5. But way out in front, with a massive projected score of 6.8 points, it's the king himself, Erling Haaland.
And here is exactly why Haaland is the no-brainer, undisputed number 1 pick this week. Just look at his home form. It's insane. 11 goals in just 9 games at home. This week, he's facing a Chelsea team that is currently managerless and leaks chances for fun. He is by a mile the safest and highest upside captain you can pick.
So there you have it. The roadmap is all laid out, the key targets are clear, and the captaincy choice is, well, pretty obvious. The deadline is coming up fast, so the only question left is the one you see right now. Who is going to be your first transfer in for Game Week 20? Good luck, everyone!